Christmas was the natural climax of any year, for John, me, for Stella and Carrie, and those of the small fry who had any power at all over time. There were 2 such days and no more in every year, birthday and Christmas Day. These had the closest association in our minds, though the only factor common to both was this receiving of presents. Nobody under 14 had any doubt about this matter. It was not greed. We depended for our possessions entirely upon gifts, and chiefly upon what fell to our lot on these 2 generous days. The penny that came on Saturday was improvidently spent on Saturday, and even so simple a necessity as a pocket-knife was beyond hope of purchase. Thus, also with pencils and rubbers, rich crayons and paints, drums, whips, hoops, printing outfits, pistols, autograph albums, telescopes, compasses, snakes and ladders, balls, carpentry sets, and such like necessities. We were bound to be dependent upon presents. An unfortunate Christmas meant an ill-equipped life. It meant borrowed paints, hunting for someone to sharpen a pencil, handicaps. Christmas was, in the manner of gifts, everybody's birthday. Aunts one merely noticed in May both generously gave and rightly received presents at Christmas time, and no one wished to shirk responsibilities. Even at 6 a child could and would fold pointed paper hair tidies or spills or blanket stitch a kettle holder. At the least everyone could, and many did, paint easy plum puddings and holly for cards for the last remembered. There was a fever of work and secrecy in those last days until the afternoon before Christmas, when, blessed with permissive weather, we got together the pence we had come by and an extra 6pence or so from relenting parents, and we set out to walk the 2 miles through the winter lanes across the hills to shop at Goudhust. Miss Button's shop was a small triangular room with the door automatically ringing a shaker bell as you entered at the pointed end. Do you know those limp canvas-bodied dolls with shiny china-ware heads and necks, no clothes, but pointed black, glossy, heavy, cold-clicking French boots on the leg ends? Miss Button had boxes of them. She had packs of parlour games, Snap, Happy Families, Ludo, crisp dominoes, and of course such things as marbles in tape-tied bags, lead soldiers, pop guns, and wooden symbols of engines and horses so hardened in convention by an ancient ritual of toy-making that they bore no more resemblance to real trains and horses than the pegged knees and hips and flat bellies of wooden Dutch dolls bore to our own well-known anatomies. But the smell and then the touch of the newness was everywhere. And though drums and musical boxes were, as Miss Button knew, forever out of reach of our purses, we might linger over them, see how they worked, enjoy them in all but the having. When at last we set out on the long walk home, easily carrying our parcels, we knew that the last turnstile had been passed. No more presents could be bought, no more now could even be finished off. It was supper and bed, and as soon as we had labelled the last of our packets and told our mother all over the cocoa, carol singers faltered in the dark below us, whilst we undressed and said our prayers.